Here we are for Creative Insight TV, with conjunction with JVA Studios. And we're joined by today...
Savage Dan.
Hey, Savage Dan. That's a wicked name, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what? I prefer Sensible Dan.
Sensible Dan?
Yeah, but they're not having it, man. They want me to be Savage Dan.
Well, maybe you're a bit of a savage, isn't it?
Allegedly.
It's all in the name.
Yeah.
It's all in the name.
Allegedly only.
So how you doing today?
I'm good, man. I had a good public workout. Just wanted to make it a bit more of a vibe, you know. Sometimes boxing can be a bit stale. We wanted to liven it up today. I think we did a good job.
That's really good. Because I think that music has a lot to do with boxing. Every boxer has an opening track or a little kind of walk-in.
Music has everything to do with everything. Honestly, like you can't, like I can't run without music. Well, when I was boxing, I couldn't run without music.
Oh, so you boxed as well?
Yeah, when I was amateur.
So what made you get into it?
Do you know what? It was actually my other friend who was a boxer, Dion Juma. So I went to the gym. I always liked watching boxing, but I know it's a tough sport. But I wanted like the first person that made me actually go and put gloves on and do all of that was Dion Juma.
Funnily enough, I wanted to be a boxer when I was younger, but my parents wouldn't let me.
My mum don't love it. She didn't love it. My dad hated it. But it's good, man. It teaches you a lot, man. Like you get me, like you know how to. You know it is, because I can fight. I'm probably the guy that doesn't fight that much in like outside of outside of the ring. You know what I'm saying? Because I can still punch. I've been punching the punch machine. But yeah, I think it teaches you a lot, man. Discipline, hard work. It stops you just being outside so much. You're knackered from training, so I think it's good.
It's good for discipline and like, you know, it keeps you grounded as well. Gets you to kind of understand yourself too.
Yeah, 100%. Because look, I'll be honest. When you're getting punched up, because there's days where you're getting punched up, you just got to firm it. And then you got to go home and sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing you can do about it. You
go home and firm it.
Yeah, just got to firm it. That's it. There's nothing you can do. And it's humbling. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a good experience for everyone. I think everyone should know how to fight.
Yeah, because everyone like says, oh, like, you know, no one can beat me up, but that's not the case.
I've held some corn. Never been knocked out, but I've held some corn.
Also, you're a bit like Azeez and Bo.
Yeah, well, they've never actually...
They've never lost a fight.
They've never even lost a fight between them. So, yeah, nah, trust me, like, good fighters, man. I think the sport is a good sport. I think it's the most difficult sport in the world.
So is this kind of stuff that you talk about on your podcast?
I don't have a podcast.
You don't? I was told that you do.
I'm just everywhere.
You're just everywhere?
I produce podcasts or like, I have studios, so I facilitate podcasts.
Oh, maybe that's what...
And because of it, I end up on some podcasts as guests, and I'm a part of a couple of podcasts, but I don't have a podcast.
Why don't you do your own?
I'd get myself into... I'd lose more than I gain.
I'm sure a lot of people would join you, though. Have a lot of interesting conversations.
I would have a cult following. I would have a following. It would work, but it probably wouldn't be worth it. It would be a lot. Because I don't know how to like censor myself well enough over the course of 2 hours being the lead in a podcast. Like, even when I'm a guest, I say stuff, I'm like, we gotta edit it out. That can't be in the...
That can't go in there.
That can't go out. That's it.
So who do you think is gonna win the fight?
Honestly...
Who's your money on?
It's a difficult one for me in particular because I work with boxer, for boxer. I've been with boxer. They are both boxer fighters. So I always say it's immoral for me to pick a side. I didn't want to. I love them both. I think they're both incredible fighters. They've had different routes.
They're both friends as well.
Both friends. What I will say is this: Dan is super Dan, and he is the most ridiculously. He's got the most ridiculous engine. He grinds you down, and he finds a way. And then you got Josh.
And he knocks you out.
That's it. And then you got Josh, who is super smooth, fast. He's got all the talent in the world. Everyone's known it from the day he put on gloves for the first time as a pro. You know, it's easier. He's easier on the eye in many ways.
What's up? A lot of people have been saying that today.
Maybe the more natural. I didn't know you know boxing like that.
I do, man. I do.
More natural.
I used to stay up at night to watch the boxing matches when I was young, like 4 o'clock in the morning.
There you go. So yeah, for me, we've got someone who is technically very sound in Dan, and then you've got someone who's so on it that it can offset your technically sound. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I'll leave it. I'll leave it at this is a close. They both got their advantages. I think
It's a close one.
I think it's who gets their fight. If Dan can make it high pace, messy, and ask Josh to keep with him at all times, he can get the win. If Josh manages to create that distance and make Dan fall over his front foot, then we have a very different fight. So,
And because they know each other, it makes the fight a lot harder to call as well, because they know each other's style of fighting as well. So it makes it like you can kind of predict what the other person might do.
yeah, I think it makes it cagier. I'm not sure if Dan knows how to.
Makes it more interesting.
But you know what? I'll say this. Josh said something very interesting up there, and I've known it as well. He fights better than he spars. Now, there are a lot of fighters out there that spar better than they fight.
He spars better than he fights.
No, Dan fights better than he spars. But there's a lot of fighters out there that spar better than they fight. So they get loads of confidence when they're sparring, and then they go in the ring when the lights are on, and it's not quite the same. Dan's the opposite. You might actually get the better of him in sparring, and then he's gonna pull up and actually mess you up when it matters.
I think sometimes it's about your perspective of the fight on the day as well.
It's just who gets their own way. Who finds their distance early enough, and who can knock the confidence out of the other one quickly enough. It's an easy.
And if they don't get too tired.
That's it. That's it. You know, I don't think it will come down to that. I think they'll both push themselves. They know what's on the line here. So yeah,
Big fight.
It's a good fight, man. It's a big fight. It deserves a turnout like this. You know, I'm hoping that this isn't a vibe just because it's box park, and I'm hoping most of these people are going to be at the fight because it deserves it.
I think this is the future of boxing. This is how it should be. What do you think the future of boxing is?
I think we're making it, man. I think it's our duty to make sure that we freshen things up, and you know, it can't be lively and you know, like this every fight. But for the fights that we can, we've got to make sure that we do whatever we can to bring the public in, man. There's not enough dedicated, hardcore boxing fans out there, so it means you got to convince the football fans, the casuals. You got to convince everyone. Yeah, you're a boxing fan. You're the three of us.
And I'm a girl.
So yeah, for me, you know, I like the fact that we can bring in different worlds. You know, today I brought Filthy Fellas round. You know, I feel like it adds a more fun, energetic thing to it. Boxing's not always just about the 12-round fight.
Exactly.
It's an event. You know, you want to be able to come out for the night. You know, it's a night out.
Night out.
Yeah. But
yeah, man, it's a big night out as well. But
the middleweight.
Yeah, man.
British champion.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, it's
big up yourself. So just to close off, because you've been a boxer in the past, how did you used to prepare for a fight?
It's different when you're an amateur. You don't know who you're fighting. You definitely don't have a 6-week camp for them or an 8-week or a 10-week camp for them. You get told. I came back heavy from a holiday. I got told you got to fight on Wednesday. Do you want to fight? Can't say.
I'm not ready.
I'm not ready, but I'm gonna say yes. You know what I'm saying? So you just turn up. I think in the amateurs, especially early days, you turn up. You know, you do all the training that you can. You try your hardest not to cut corners, but ultimately, you try and be as fit as you can. Because in the amateurs, it's a fast pace, 3 rounds, 3 minutes. Usually, the fitter man wins the fight. You know, if you're good as well as fit, then you've got an advantage there.
Thank you so much for that insight.
Always.
But thank you for having us, and thank you for being with us as well. Yeah, man.